All right. So college sports is in the news again, but it's not about conference realignment nor the death of the ACC yet, but it's about something a bit bigger than all of those, and that is the players being paid by the schools directly now. Now, recently there was a case, and a judge has ruled that the NCAA can now start paying their players salary money almost up to $20 million a year per school. Now, the schools that have opted into paying $20 million, of course, is the SEC, the Big 10, and the Big 12. Now, the ACC, on the other hand, is rev sharing with its other schools, I think, for the next 3 years. Hell, they better watch out before the conference falls into disarray in 2030, man. Like, gosh, them TV rights, you better watch out for that stuff. Now, of course, majority of the money, 90% of it, will go to men's football, which, of course, that's totally obvious. And men's basketball, which I can also see it with just those two getting majority of the money. Well, now that that is also said, here is my opinion, is that it's shifting college sports entirely, in my opinion, into a minor league. That's pretty much on how I look at it. With college players getting paid by the school, which I think is a good thing, but it's mainly good for the big schools, mainly the SEC and the Big 10. They will benefit from it greatly. The thing that I am just worried about is what will happen to most of the smaller schools, man. Will they just cease to exist? Will the G6 just crumble into nothing? See, I kind of hate that. It pretty much doesn't benefit them in a way. I want to see the G6 get something going for them, but of course the bigger schools are pretty much sick of them, and I kind of hate that they never help them as much. Granted, I am a Georgia Bulldog fan, but seeing this, I want the player to be paid compensation. I also want it to be fair for the group of 5 or a group of 6, my fault, in football. That is because it looks to me like the Cinderella story in college football is pretty much going to be dying out. Now, in basketball, I think most of the mid-major teams like St. John's and Gonzaga, I feel like they will start to be a bit of powerhouses within basketball too, but you also have Carolina and Duke, who are the big blue bloods of basketball, who will get the best talent too. So there is that. Like, it could also be unfair for them. You just don't know, man. And what about non-revenue sports? Will they be irrelevant now too? Just doesn't make any sense to me a little bit, man. But I mean, hey, we're trying to get these players paid. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I'm fine with paying the players, but there's also just that feeling like, hey, we also might cut non-revenue sports, which I personally don't think that's like a good thing in my opinion. Like, if you were to just cut like Penn State's wrestling or Iowa's wrestling or Oklahoma State's wrestling, or just cut pretty much like track field, pretty much gymnastics in general, like all those like non-revenue sports that we just never get to like see, or just like we don't get to see them as much or broadcast, it pretty much would not sit well with pretty much anyone that goes into those sports. I also feel like the academics just by themselves are just not going to cut it. It's all about the money now in today's day and age. And I mean, in college football, people are arguing about the expansion of the playoff and Notre Dame not joining a conference. Now, this thing for paying players is just a big shift for college sports as a whole. I'm going to just go ahead and say this, guys. The old way with college sports is dead. Amateurism is gone. And regionalism is also gone. I get that regional conferences are gone, as well as like the Pac-12 and the Big East. It's a big shift in college sports. And all we can do as fans is just adapt and see what happens. We've already seen what had happened beforehand with the Pac-12. We as fans have also been through a lot with college sports and conference realignment too. We're pretty much used to this. But just the general public, in my opinion, dude, I like the idea of paying players, them getting salaries and stuff. It's honestly really good. But at the same time, there's also a double-edged sword with it that I just see coming in the future. I don't know when it will ever come, because I just don't know. But that's what I just see a little bit. It's like, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing that we have to look at. You have some pros with it, you have some cons. We just have to move in the direction the right way. But a lot of people, including myself a little bit, I see it kind of going to the bad direction too. But you never know in college sports. You never know what can happen. But please, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Leave your thoughts. But anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. And also, I will be trying to do some streams on here if you guys want to see that. We might talk some college football, or we might play some college football 25, or whatever, man. Y'all take care. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, dudes.